How are you, girl?
I'm okay.
Do you,
I'm drastically desiring to notch something right now, which I really cannot do.
you cannot nosh?
Yeah, I can't deal with it. I I really can't be eating a bunch of stuff and drinking a bunch of soda after dinner anymore.
I mean, if you're brushing your teeth every day, it shouldn't be fine. Like in flossing.
The problem is that I've been I've been not brushing my teeth before your stream, from dinner, and now I've got another cavity, so it's like I have to stop also because it's the sugar is really fucking with my ability to sleep, like massively. I've been having so much problems, and last night was the first good night of sleep I've gotten in a while. Still tired, but just because I just don't have any, you know.
If you do drink a soda, um, um, either drink it earlier or in the day, I guess. I don't know. Girl?
What's up?
I got a good one. I thought I saw error for a second. I got a good one for both Armor Core and VTuber. Hold on, let me make it FX because
VTuber Armor Core, VTuber Cores. Fix up dot Fix up X. Oh yeah, the Fuamoko and the Mokoko. I love that she painted them pink and light blue, just like her twin guard doggos.
fixupx.com. Fuwa and Mokoko. Extreme violence.
Extreme violence.
Violence. Bing, 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 ding, ding, ding. Oh god, I love that game. You know what the thing is, Go?
What's that?
Who's the guy who does the game awards?
Jeff Keighley?
Jeff Keighley. I can't. It'd be funny if Armcore got Game of the Year, just so Jeff Keighley could eat his fucking words. I want him to eat his words from.
It's very possible he'll eat your face.
I don't want him to eat my face. Anyway, if you're wondering why we're still on the thing, I'm kind of doing setup, I guess. I don't know, I'm fucking tired. You know what happened today? That's the reason I don't stream on Tuesdays. I have date. Granted, I have 2 days off in a row now. I say off, but I'm working. I'm volunteering for Red Stream. Granted, I am not the primary talker in that stream, and I can just go it back on my bed whenever I'm like, don't want to talk. But just like, oh, it's like I'm actually working an actual work week that I used to work. 2 days on, 2 days off, and then a 1 day weekend somewhere.
Hello.
Hey, error. I'm looking for the controller again. No. I had the controller. Anyway, hey guys, Shazza here, 925 here, Sigalius.
Hello.
And Error.
Hey.
Red said he might stop by, but really, and today we're playing Armored Core. I'm kidding. We're playing Pokemon. As soon as I find the fucking controller. It was in my hand like 5 minutes ago.
Man, I know that feeling. It is amazing how effectively you can hide things from yourself sometimes.
It's worse when you have a fucking room where it's just like, oh, the pile of clothes is now on the chair. Now the pile of clothes is on the bed. Now the pile of clothes is back on the chair. Now the pile of clothes is on the bed. You know, the funny thing is, my room, not necessarily a total mess, but like, not a pigsty, but sometimes can be a wreck. Rest of the house, I want that goddamn thing spotless. Like, my room is my room, and I will have it the way I want, but the house will be at least presentable to the world. How do you lose a fucking controller? It's been 5 minutes, Shadow. Ah.
You'd lose your head if it wasn't attached.
Yes, I would. Actually, no, I'd lose the body, because the brain's attached to the head.
Do you keep a set of Joy-Cons attached to the Switch, or?
Yes, I don't want to use the Joy-Cons.
I completely understand, but
Look,
I mean that is an option in case of emergency.
I know it is an emergency, but I had to find the Joy-Con thing, and
Yeah, because it is kind of gross holding them without anything, without the grip or anything like that.
oh. I need to. How the fuck did you disappear? I found you. I had you in my fucking hand. And now you're lost again. How? How? Gal, can you come over to my house and just help me pick up?
Only do that if you're prepared to have no house left, because I burn it down.
Please don't burn down my fucking house.
It's okay. You'll learn to enjoy not having a house.
No, I won't. I can't just take a... I'm not an earthbender. I can't just earthbend me a fucking house.
That would actually be cool, wouldn't it?
Just like... It's the shelter. Oh. Alright. I've been sitting here. It's in this drawer.
I'm sitting.
It was in one of the drawers. It was one of the drawers because I was cleaning one out because I was doing stuff with organizing games and getting the game in. Anyway. Alright, pause that, goddamn. It's 13 minutes in. Gun 13! Where the fuck is the fucking stream?
Oh.
Software update.
I just almost fell asleep. Oh boy.
Oh, we have the update also. I forgot about the update.
Well, you should probably start the update before we go much further. Be quite difficult to play the game
Yeah.
if it's not letting you.
So, already pulling out the fucking soda. Not even a minute in. Actually, no, let's grab a water first before we pull out the soda. I'll be right back.
I actually know that feeling. I can't do that anymore. I gotta start sleeping.
He's got a
And I have to
cavity.
give up. Well, no, it's not even that. I need to start sleeping, and the caffeine in it plus the sugar means at the end of stream I'm so hyped up and wired, I'm bouncing off the walls even when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Sleep is for the weak, and I'm weak. Have a good night. Alright, back. Now we can. I have water.
Now we can destroy all of
The gyms.
We can eat the last gym. Nom 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 nom.
Water. Game Freak. So, last time, I don't know what the fuck we did last time.
It's been a while.
Oh, right, we're gonna battle this guy. We're gonna fight Larry, the exceptional everyman.
I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
So, it's been a while since I played this game. I don't remember the fucking team. It's Kamala. Alright, I have Kara the Dolphin. By the way, they actually finally added a dolphin Pokemon. And its evolved form and its regular form are exactly the same. There's no difference between it. Totally no difference. We're gonna send in Coco.
Just saw Black Gullius.
That's the only two people Pokemon I remember was Coco and Electrogolius. Oh, what's that? So,
Are you being eaten alive by a koala?
So, the dolphin transforms into a superhero.
It's Dolphin Mite.
Jet Punch! And so far, as usual, the water type is my fucking... So, oh right, now I remember the team. I have Akatsuki, the... Oh boy, 5 a.m. I have Oh boy 5... Akatsuki, the Oh boy 5 a.m. Mana, the Gardevoir. Miko. Baby Miko. Electrogolius. So, any questions?
No.
It's still weird for me.
By the way,
Like-
Dunsparce got an evolution.
Oh yeah, I think I knew about that.
Did it?
And they can sometimes have 2 segments, and sometimes they have 3 segments. And the 3
Right,
is
right.
very rare.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
be.
It's weird. Or go ahead.
You go first.
I was just gonna say it's weird watching a Pokemon game and having so many of them that I've never heard of. Because it's been so long since I've played a mainline game other than Legends Arceus, which is almost exclusively Gen 4 Pokemon. Or Gen 4 and older.
Am I wrong? No, it's the children who are wrong. However that phrase goes.
It is the young... I don't know. Gull, I think you're dead.
That's okay. Fighting a Dunsparce.
You die to a Dunsparce.
I mean, it's Larry's Dunsparce. It's the top 1% of Dunsparces.
Well, technically, the 3-section one is the top 1%. And Miko!
Is the 3-second one actually better, or just
Same.
looks different?
Looks different, but it's extremely rare.
Okay.
God! Miko! Miko baby. Akatsuki. The Pokemon that basically... By the way, another one of my favorite Pokemon. This is kind of filling in the Eevees. Like the Eevee favorite Pokemon, like... favorite kind of normal type, except it's a rock type this time. This is a tough...
Yes. Dunsparce takes a lot. He's a champion.
Do I have the same fucking... Okay, I actually have a somewhat balanced team this fucking time. Oh, Rock Tomb. You know, I like Rock Tomb. I know it's not everyone's thing, but making people go slower is just fun. Staraptor?
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
So, the gimmick of Gen 9, 8, 9, this gen, is, Terrestrializing, which changes the type of the Pokemon. The defensive type. They still have their offensive type, their offensive stabs.
That's interesting.
You're pretty good. I might end up losing this. Come on, Larry, step it up a notch.
It's funny watching this with the delay, because I genuinely thought that you were just saying that at first. I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna lose?
Apparently, Larry's a town favorite. the La la la. So, the main game of this game, I love. I hate the fucking raids. I hate the fucking raids, man. Gen 8's raids are so fucking good. This game just...
Yeah, when they gave it a weird time limit where the Pokemon will just keep coming back to life and then going away and then coming back to life and then going away, kind of screwed with things.
It's not even that anymore. It's just the fact that, they're so over fucking, like, the Gen 6 raids. You could fucking plan for. It's just, like, Gen 8, Shadow, it's not Gen 6 anymore. Hasn't been Gen 6 for 10 years. So also now he has double offensives, a double normal stab. Also, do you know what the grass gym leader does? He has a pseudo wudo. Uses the grass one to make it a true wudo.
Yeah, the grass guy. Every boss in the game, every gym leader has one Pokemon that doesn't fit their theme, but has the correct Terrastalize type. So when they come out, they immediately Terrastalize it into, what they need it to be. It's their last Pokemon. So the grass gym leader has a pseudo Wudo. Turns into a grass type.
It finally became an actual tree.
Wait, this is the normal gym, right?
Yeah.
Yes. He turned
I
a
guess-
Staraptor into
Okay. Basically, it
Yeah,
got
but it was a normal type.
it was basically
only-
getting only a normal type.
Oh, does Terastalizing remove other types?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's weird.
You still get the stab from those types, notably. So if you're a normal flying, you actually get a double stab.
Look at all those rice balls.
Huh.
Look at all that.
Yeah, Terrastalize is nice. That's why it's gonna probably stick around next generation, maybe, hopefully, not have a completely new gimmick that completely changes how the game is played.
According.
See, that's the thing that would make sense to do, which is exactly why Game Freak won't do.
We'll do it. Ethan, you're right.
I wish they just. Honestly, I just wish they kept on adding on. Just like, let's just fucking see how much farther we can go. Like, Dynamax, Terrestrialized, Mega Evolution. You can only do one of each, just like a Z move. Just like.
Oh no, my Terrastalized Mega Evolution just turned around and
No, with Mega
and
Evolution. With Mega Evolution.
Terrestrial Gigamax Z move didn't affect the opponent as the way I thought it was. I've lost everything. I can't do anything more in this duel.
Well, here's the thing.
Well,
He's
actually,
still
you
big.
You couldn't have a Mega Evolved Pokemon do a Z move, actually. Because both of those need a specific held item. That is
No,
quite
it's
the look she's
Rayquaza.
got going on there.
That's the most pathetic gym leader and champion in the entire universe. And here comes the least pathetic champion in the entire universe, who's also your rival. Who may or not be Goku, Yandere Goku. This is Nimona, your rival.
She's a battle Yandere.
She's a Yandere Goku.
She really wants to watch her Pokemon punch your Pokemon in the face, and it turns her on. And I don't mean like in a thing, in a weird way, or like how it's with people's headcanon. No, she literally gets borderline that face.
Okay, if you do, like, it's not that bad, but just like.
It comes really fucking close sometimes.
Well, that's because okay.
You to be the only person who ever she wants to be the only person you ever duel.
No, Gull. I will bonk you.
I'm not saying it in a weird way. I'm not saying it in a sexual way. She gets
Bonk.
really fucking bad.
She doesn't
And I
get
don't
that.
mean fucking.
She doesn't. It's not that bad. Like, the internet just made it worse than it actually is. Although she does have a "Will you be my rival?" No, that's like the main thing where it's just like thing. The thing is, she just became too strong too fast, and it's a whole thing of it's lonely at the top. Like, when you're the strongest, who the fuck's gonna challenge you?
Yeah, because this league doesn't have one champion; it has many champions, and Gita is the head champion.
But she's still the
That's
most pathetic.
weird.
Gita's the. But Gita
It's basically a way for them to give multiple high-level ranking trainers for you to fight in the post-game.
Yeah.
This is not a quick loading screen.
Oh god, get ready for some slow
I haven't
loading streams.
No. Oh no, that's because I haven't opened this fucking game in a while, and I started in the fucking. Oh. That was it, trying to load the fucking world, because I haven't loaded the world yet since the fucking update. Oh. By the way, do you like my backpack?
Seems kind of cool.
It's
Not exactly the best camera angle to get a good look at it, but
This one's a little
It's
better,
an extra-
and then it got worse. Oh, it's the one with the skeleton.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Do you like my fedora? It's the better. No, it's not a fedora. Wait, is that the fedora or is that the? It's either the bucket hat or the fedora. Because Shadow wears two hats in real life. A bucket hat usually, and a fedora for. Kara! Jet punch. Ow.
Is Jet Punch a priority move? It sounds like it might be.
Might be. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, actually, I just need to. Yeah, it's a priority move, but also Arrow Rock, a Cell Rock is also a priority move. And I'm not in the transform state for Kara.
Yeah, Paladin's one of the dumbest, almost legendaries in the game, and yet is considered to be kind of meh in the current meta. Turns out, a mon that doesn't have to swap out to become 600 base stats is better. Go figure. Oh yeah, that's Paladin's special thing. If you swap it out and back in combat, it becomes a 600 stat monster.
Huh.
For reference, people who don't know Pokemon stat lines, that's the same as majority of legendaries.
That's stronger than most legendaries.
No, I think pseudo legendaries are 580 and legendaries
look.
No, legendaries are 580. And
it's stat line.
It's the high ones that are 600, and then 650 to 720 for some, and then 900 for that one Mewtwo.
It doesn't get. It doesn't. I don't know.
Okay, Mewtwo's Mega Evolutions and Mega Rayquaza are 780. Primal Groudon and Kyogre are 770. Let's see.
Without stat boosts, Arceus is 720, Mewtwo 680, with Lugia, Ho-Oh, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina.
Box
Slaking
Legendary
is 670, but it's slaking, so
Yeah, it only attacks every other turn.
yeah. With Kyogre, Groudon, and Regigigas, and then you get the 600 for the pseudo legendaries with Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross, and legendaries like Mew, Celebi, Latias, and Latios. So he's in a pretty specific group.
So that's, for context, the same base stat total as Mew. 600.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mew, Tyranitar, Latias, Jirachi, a whole bunch of...
Yeah. Deoxys, Garchomp, Heatran,
Yeah.
Cresselia,
all
Manaphy.
forms, apparently.
Yes. Darkrai, Shaman, and that's it. That's everything that is around the same stat as it. So that is, from the looks here, there's 33 Pokemon without taking in forms, account forms that are at the same or higher stat line. Unfortunately, it exists in Scarlet Violet, which has access to Urfa, whatever.
The fucking things from the DLC from
Previous game.
Gen 8, yeah.
It's a legendary, and I don't remember its freaking name.
The Kobofu evolutions, like the. I know what you're talking about. Go, it's you.
God damn it!
But it actually is you.
Double, god damn it! Urshifu. How did I forget? Yeah. There's 2 Urshifus based on which game you got them from, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That sounds like something they'd do.
Oh no, there's a tower in the game, and each in the tower gives you single strike or rapid strike version. And I don't know which one, but one of them is super fucking meta. To the point where people don't get them legitimately, they get them from traders who make copies. Whether they know or not, it's a different question, but yeah. Got several people kicked out of or a game lost in...
Game lost. But basically game lost, and they can't use the Pokemon.
In the recent tournament. Turns out it's really easy to find Pokemon that are transferred through home. If they're bad or not. But yeah, he's a really, really strong Pokemon.
By the way, Go.
Were you saying we were saying 600 or 650?
Was it 650?
It's 650.
Oof. Jesus Christ.
It can. That's why.
Including alternate forms, that has. Okay, including forms, there's 39 above him, but that's a lot of like mega evolutions and stuff. And
That's pretty much for national decks, and also maybe if the fucking information I got right, maybe post game stuff. I don't.
This is. I'm looking at the wrong.
Not post game.
List.
DLC.
Yeah, you're right. 650. Jeez. Who thought that was a good idea? It's in the Ubers tier, but apparently no one's currently running Ubers.
Holy shit!
And I don't know.
Eternamax Eternatus is 1125.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah, but he's a boss fight.
It's exclusively a boss fight that you.
It's a raid boss fight specifically, and you need Zamazenta and Zacian to join your team before you're capable of doing a lot to him.
Hmm.
Not join your team. Join the 4 battle. The 4. So
yeah, Pokemon's been trying to do things with boss fights, which makes sense. You had gyms before, but now you want boss fights. Oh, this game also unofficially has all 15 gyms.
All types of
17
gyms.
17 gyms.
17 types.
There's actually 3 game modes.
3 separate storylines, basically, that you go through. There's the path of there's the Path of Legends, which is fighting Titan Pokemon. Basic Pokemon that have gotten some that dank herb. They got into that dank herb, and now they've gone wild. You got the Starfall Street, which is taking down the quote-unquote villainous Team Star. They are not as villainous as it seems. It's mostly basically them fighting, like, basically they're in a school. They were dealing with bullies, and then they eventually bullied the bullies, And now they kind of haven't gone to school for about a year, and stuff is happening, and someone's basically trying to make Team Star fall. And then, by the way, Team Star theme is really good. If I keep on going on about, if you just hear me just go on about themes, that's because Pokemon is really good with music.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one thing I'll give them credit for, as much as I like to complain about modern Pokemon. From everything I've heard, the music is absolutely still really solid.
It gets fucking better the more it goes. Like, wait. Okay, I thought I saw a shiny.
Unfortunately, these games always have one step forward, two steps back. They've removed the ability to see shinies as easily. In the last game, they
Shined
on the field.
They shined when you first saw them. You could hear the thing.
Yeah, there's a chime. You can tell.
Yeah.
Now it's just you have to look very closely. Which, anyway.
But as you notice, Pokemon don't just run up and be like, "I'm gonna stab you in the butt." They just like, "There's a person. Why are they standing there staring at nothing?"
Yeah, you can. From everything I've heard, you can definitely tell that Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet were developed in parallel, and not every feature from one made it to the other.
I feel like if they combined like a bunch of the features from both, like it would be. By the way, get hold on, can you look up the Mew code for currently going on? By the way, if you want to get a Mew, guys, you guys can put in a fucking code to get a Mew.
It's get Y0 Mew.
Why?
So get your Mew, but the O is a 0.
Get your Mew. Mew.
With a random whatchamacallit type.
Terra
You
type.
left oh no, that's not okay.
Yeah, it looked like a space to me, but I was pretty sure I hadn't seen him hit the space bar, so.
You can hit the spacebar without actually
Okay, yeah.
you can hit a button. But then I noticed, wait, no, it went to the code thing, and the code, there was a space in the code. Oh, okay.
Okay. My Mew.
So apparently, requires players to have another good. Oh, okay.
Also, I pulled up the Team Star grunt battle music, and yeah, that's pretty damn solid.
Yes. You only hear it like 5 or 6 times in the game.
Huh. That's weird.
But it's because they're there for a little while.
I have a fire type Mew. It knows flamethrower! Yo!
Yeah, it learns it via TM, so you could very easily have taught it flamethrower yourself. Oh yeah, that's a thing. They made TMs infinite use, and they released these things called TRs, which are basically TMs, but
No. That was last gen. This gen, they're one use.
I know. I'm saying they did that. They made TMs infinite use, and then in this game they made TRs, or they made TRs because he hasn't played in a while.
No.
I've heard of TRs.
No.
Yeah.
TRs are last gen. This gen is just TMs and they're single use again.
That's terrible.
But you
can craft them.
You get them from raids, unfortunately. So if you fight a fire elemental raid, you'll get some fire shards and some.
No. You're thinking changed hair types.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to give the whole thing. You get items, crafting items, and then you take those crafting items and you bring them to a Pokemon Center and you make TMs.
You get the you get the battle you get the battle items from fighting Pokemon in the wild. The crafting items from. For example, if I just kill or catch this Komala, which is a gym.
I guess crafting them is at least not too bad. I don't know how easy it is to get the items for that, so I can't really give
basic
concrete thoughts.
Basically, it's a way to balance the TMs without like having toxic on I don't know. I miss toxic on everything. Cowards.
I mean, as long as they don't go all the way back to, like, you get one copy of some of these TMs, use it wisely.
Yeah, they don't. They
always terrible.
They don't do that anymore.
Like, for most of my life playing Pokemon games, basically, it'd be like, hey, you got a single-use TM, and I'd be like, I don't know what the right Pokemon to put that on is, so I just didn't use TMs. Ever. Unless it was one that I could repurchase.
Yeah.
Yeah. That made old competitive Pokemon fun. Because you couldn't trade items.
Yeah, but also...
yeah.
Basically...
Well, I mean, you could trade items, but TMs weren't... couldn't be held. I found out recently... Well, recently is a bit of an exaggeration, but I found out within the past couple years, the hard way, that in Gen 3, you cannot have a Pokemon hold a fossil. So I was like, I wanted to do a playthrough to get the opposite fossil and then just trade it back over and regenerate it. No, I had to get all the way to Cinnabar. And that was awful.
Yeah. That is kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But,
I think I ended up trading something really high level and just figuring if I spammed moves, eventually it would destroy everything and I could just go through without thinking about it.
Hi, Mr. or Mrs. Deer, you're not a shiny. But, this is a trainer. Notice he's not going like, hey, you fucker, battle me, die! Right.
Yeah, that's a weird change. I heard about that.
That is the fucking best change to me because I don't have to play Metal Gear to try to avoid shit. By the way, this is a small Tropius. Bird! I was talking to the bird dinosaur.
It's interesting they've still got, like, Tropius is still in the background. I don't think that was something that Legends Arceus did. I think everything that you weren't fighting just faded away, didn't it?
Yeah, they basically tried to make it.
That's kind of cool.
The issue is that I haven't really played much besides doing raids. But honestly, like, it looks like they mostly fixed the fucking frame rate issues that they were having. Haven't boosted yet, but...
Or do you know, I'm assuming that this targets 30, not 60, right?
I'm going to assume, yeah. I can't really tell how many... I'd rather a Switch game target 30 and get it constantly, and than target 60 and then get 20.
Yeah.
Because honestly, 30 frames per second, still not a bad frame rate. So, alright, I'm gonna go, like, on a big run just to test the performance.
Okay, yeah, so it's default locked at 30. And you can, on PC emulators, you can either hacks to unlock 60, I think is how it works.
Honestly, it's actually running pretty well, but I haven't gone to the jungle yet, so let's fly. I haven't played in a while, so oh wait. Are we close to the jungle? No, we're still technically on the other side of Zapapico, which doesn't have the fucking electric gym.
Yeah, some of the naming things were weird, but a lot of them are named after
the actual town in
regions in Spain.
Yeah.
Because this is basically not Spain.
By the way, also, I have the freaking thing set like this. This is how it originally was to do the fucking everything. Ah.
I do like that they kept the Rotom phone concept, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a cool idea.
We're gonna go into the forested area just to test.
And we're going to live as men on the lamb.
Just to test the frame rate issue. It takes a little bit to load stuff, and yeah, there is some stuff you can see is like in the outwards. It's obviously using lower textures and stuff.
That's some harsh popping going on.
And this is probably the only place in the game where it does have slowdown, but it's not stuttery slowdown. If there, it's good. It doesn't like the trees, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's giving me flashbacks to Breath of the Wild, Korok Forest.
Which they somehow fixed and fucking made better in the sequel. Like, they just like...
Yeah. But, well, what was really weird is, if I remember right, if you undocked the Switch, then it basically ran fine. So, like, they had the capability to tune the performance to not have a shit frame rate. They just didn't, for some reason. Like, I feel like
okay,
they probably just should have had that area render at a lower resolution so the frame rate could stay fixed. Or something.
There's a lot of things they should have done.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this Breath of the Wild or both?
For that, I was talking about Breath of the Wild, because the fact that it runs okay undocked is weird. Like, clearly, I'm assuming that means that they're running it at a higher resolution when it's docked.
There was an explanation for it, but I don't remember what it was. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I'm gonna test something. You guys are not gonna see anything for a bit.
No. Scarlet better undock. I think it has to do with the load distances.
Well, no, with that, I'm talking about, I know that was a thing in Breath of the Wild in Korok Forest, because I remember getting there and just the frame rate driving me insane and pulling out of the dock, and it was fine.
Reddit, are you having a seizure, or are you trying to induce one in me?
Okay, it seems like literally this is like the only, like, one of 3 portions of the game, and like it's still like, honestly, I've played games at, like, it's not, okay, how do I explain this? I have played, like, this may be a slower, but it's not like games where it's Error, have you?
Oh, apparently you can change the resolution on the dock screen resolution. I did not know this.
Wait, what?
Apparently, the Switch has the option to change the screen's resolution when you are docked. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe I did and I forgot about it. No.
Probably under TV settings.
We're going to.
Let's do some science. Does that fix the frame rate?
I think it made it fucking worse.
Yes, it did.
What?
That's chunky. The problem is it's probably taking time to render it down.
I mean,
You got to
in
be as close to
theory-
the actual resolution of the system.
720.
In theory, it should be also taking time to render up to 1080, which I assume is what.
Well, it depends on how things are.
Where's it under screen?
TV settings, towards the bottom. Oh wow, that's very towards the bottom.
Someone apparently had better FPS on the Switch Z1 than the OLED. Oh,
That's weird.
Okay, you know what? Let's just see if 180 is actually just... If it's just the fact that... Wait, no. Okay.
Nope. My guess is that the game renders to the same resolution regardless of what you set the TV resolution to, and does a pretty quick scaling algorithm to get it to the correct output resolution.
Yep.
So I'm guessing it's going to be basically the same for all three.
You know, the thing is... It does run better at... like, it's noticeably better.
it's still chunky on stream though.
It might be a bit. It's hard to say because all three of them are shit, but they might be slightly different levels of shit. None of them are good though in this area.
I was not expecting it to be good in this area. Unfortunately, I just want this game to be a...
As good as it could be.
Yeah, I wish they would just work on more... Okay, I wish they would do a I wish the fucking game would do a... Like, how many Pokemon you want to see and how far... Render difference!
Configuration. Also, hi, Red.
Hi, Red.
What's up?
Like, we're just testing to see how the patch...
Frame rate around here is still
It's
as
still...
bad as it was at launch.
Here's the thing. It's better than it was at launch.
It's just also still bad.
It's just the fact that the game's... I don't know.
It's not well optimized.
It's not well optimized.
It might be slightly better optimized than it actually was, but
It needed another year in the fucking oven. In my opinion.
Yeah, at least.
Maybe, honestly, I'm
We
happy.
need to just bring in, like, several more studios and give each of them a game to work on if they want to keep up this release pace. Because Game Freak can't do this anymore. They just can't.
Plus, also, they like to focus on their... they're non-Pokemon thing, which
The games are in HD now. You
Yeah.
can't get away with such short development times. At least
Right.
for one game. Like if they spent more time on the first game on the system, building up an engine, I could see subsequent games being shorter to develop. But
look,
Yeah.
they need to bring back the stadium games, like they need to bring back the stadium games. The stadium games just being like, we added everything. We're just adding more everythings to them. Like you can do Pokemon from all things. We work from home, Pokemon Home, or we work from. I want more Pokemon Stadium. Add more mini games. Give us Pokemon Stadium mini games. The game. By the way, the game after this, I kind of want to make this this is not set in stone because I might decide to wanting to play something different. But, oh god. The cereal is getting to my stomach. Go-Goats! I went with a Go-Goat on my main file because I wanted to use it because Skidoo is adorable. I'm not gonna say that was the biggest mistake I've made, but fucking hell. Like, it was fine for a while. Okay, it was fine for the main game. But doing anything like post-game with a retrained version of my team, Go-Goat, it's not a good Pokemon. I want it to be.
are you winning, Skiddo?
Skidoo is...
I was just noticing that in this game you just run over items to collect them.
Well, no, you press A to collect them.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do have to press A.
Yeah.
Now, I was trying to remember how that worked in Legends Arceus, because like I know there's like harvesting materials. You throw a Pokemon to do that. Are there just items out? I don't remember.
Yeah, there are...
Yeah, they're just items.
No, in Arceus.
What do they look like?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Electgullius! No! Gully!
I can't figure that out because I've probably picked most of them up already.
Shadow, did you just throw me out against a piece of sushi and to get my face wrecked?
It wasn't to get your face wrecked! It was to wreck its face!
Well, you probably shouldn't be in the level 50 area with the level 40 Gullius.
I'm sorry, Gully!
Poor mini Gullius.
But by the way, hopefully the next game I want to do, because I recently acquired it, the Rescue Team DX, hopefully. Hopefully. Main game I want to, but I wanted to do this just so I can have this ready for when the DLC comes out.
Sorry, what is it? Zero Island? You won't.
Look, I will go until I can finally have the guard of force. That saves you.
The main story of DX is actually pretty short.
I remember the main story of the original game not being necessarily short, but me having to restart a lot because Shadow bad.
I don't remember much about the first games. The one I remember the most is Explorers.
The story of the first game, from what I remember, is you're a human turned into a Pokemon.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much the first sentence of all the Mystery Dungeon games, I think. But of all of their story summaries.
but
All isekais.
no, but the reason you basically in this world where just Pokemon exist, it is you start having dreams about a beautiful Gardevoir, I think, right?
I don't think the Gardevoir's beauty is really mentioned, but yes. A Gardevoir starts contacting you in your dreams.
Yes. And it's like, hey, I'm here to guide you. And like, basically the backstory of that Gardevoir is that a trainer abused it. People thinks it was you. It turns out it wasn't
Spoilers, it was not you.
you. It was not you. It was your rival, who apparently feels very bad about it or something.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Become vaguely familiar.
Alright, since we're already firmly in spoiler territory, it's Gengar.
Yeah. Who is?
But yeah, when I replayed it when DX came out, it's like, oh yeah, this is like we're already at that point in the story. It was like, okay, that happened a lot faster than I remembered.
Okay, I went to the Bulbapedia page about the game, and there's a story section. I skimmed through the first couple bullet points. I'm like, yeah, and I'm just like, oh, we got pretty far into it. Let me just get to the end, and it's just like, talk. Let me pick one of these to read. Where I clearly skipped some steps. The player goes to find Rayquaza at Sky Tower in order to convince it to destroy the falling star. Yeah, we missed a few steps there. I don't know how we got there.
Yeah.
That's like the climax of the story.
Right, but I have no memory of that, basically, like, whatsoever.
That is the climax of the main story, and then you unlock evolution because fucking hell.
Yeah, because that's post-game for some reason. And the epilogue section of the story page is just as long as the main story.
The epilogue is
what I think is interesting about the Mystery Dungeon games is that there are actually reasons to not evolve sometimes. Like some evolved Pokemon are actually worse. Which I think can happen in the main games too, but it's a lot less prevalent. Like most of the time, you know, evolutions are just stronger. Trainer.
Shadow never battle trainer.
But then you won't get the prizes.
Shadow don't need prizes.
I don't need your handouts, hot dog man.
Did something just like flash on the screen for a second there that clearly wasn't supposed to be there?
Yeah.
Like one frame.
It's very
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
just phased out of existence for a second too.
Look, they game's not complete. I'm just gonna say it. I have a feeling
there's,
that
some bugs in the code for culling stuff, apparently.
I have a feeling that they're saving the updates for the fucking to more fix the game for the fucking DLC. I'll get back to you.
Honestly, they might have fixed some stuff, but I suspect that they're mostly saving the updates to fix the game for never.
For
That-
never.
That or they're gonna fix the game with the DLC, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
honestly,
potential
I
for
don't
it, but
want to be right about that, but I would be very surprised if there are any significant improvements to the base game along with the update, with the DLC.
I mean the DLC. Oh, here's the thing, it would be just a change to the fucking engine. Like I feel like that would. help.
Right, but I doubt that they're gonna make any significant changes beyond what they absolutely need to get the DLC running. Because they just, quite frankly, don't have time to do the content and the bug fixes with the pace that they're trying to get these releases out
Okay, one thing I will say that is a positive is that they're using like one of the year cycles just to release the DLC, so at least they're not like making a whole third game
Right.
or whatever with
Yeah.
it anymore. That at least is better.
at. Yeah.
Especially,
And honestly, I'd much rather them spend time on like a year on DLC, and I'm sure they're working on whatever the next game is too.
well,
Anything that they can buy time with that's not that difficult. Like I'm not saying the DLC is easy to make, but it's easier to make than an entire game, and they're doing that about a year out, aren't they? Like about a year out from this game is about. That's how they usually do the DLC these days.
roughly. Look, they've only done. This is the second time they've done DLC for the Pokemon games,
Yeah.
besides updates to the game. Man. Dragon, grant me my wish. What's your wish? Tacos. You called a wish-granting dragon for tacos. Yes. Why?
Wanted tacos. I don't know.
What?
Why are you
Don't you want one? Good point. Shinron just has a giant taco. It's like just full.
Yes.
Reminds me of in Gravity Falls, one of the characters gets a free wish, and wishes for an infinitely respawning slice of pizza.
You know,
Not the worst, yeah.
that is that I wouldn't say that's not just the worst. Not the worst. I'd say that's infinite fucking pizza.
You'd have to pick like a really good slice of pizza though.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have that same slice over and over again.
Question. Does it constantly stay warm? Like not
I
like
would
too.
assume that it comes back warm.
Yeah, because if it didn't, it's not worth having.
Okay, if I eat the cold sliced pizza, will it come back cold or will it come back warm? If it comes back cold later.
I would assume it comes back warm.
Yeah, I would assume it comes back.
Because I'm not eating an infinite slice of pizza. Well, I possibly could.
Something tells me you'd run into some dietary issues.
Yeah.
Death.
If that was your only source of sustenance.
But what if the pizza had...
Like scurvy.
What if the pizza had everything on it?
Or
Yeah, I
gout.
mean, hey, if you've got a free wish to do whatever you want with, you might as well make it magically healthy.
This pizza grants you immortality. The immortality. Go, it's you! It's your other self!
Alright, so this is the normal version, and then
This...
the other one's the shadow version.
Is there a shadow wing... Is there a Wingull in the Shadow games?
Don't think so.
Don't think so. I'm trying to remember if there's a Pelipper at least.
Don't think so.
It's not coming to mind. I know Coliseum heavily favored Gen 2 Pokemon.
Oh yeah, if it was gonna be anywhere, probably.
Or
XD. Coliseum was basically Coliseum and XD were basically your ways of, oh hey, you.
Yeah, that was basically, we broke trading from Gen 2, here's a bunch of Gen 2 Pokemon.
I don't think they really had a.
Getting the list. Pokemon.
For a while, I don't think they had a way of making Pokemon work going from Gen 2 to Gen 3 because the way they had it generated, the Pokemon was completely different. It took basically.
Yeah. Well, that, and even though the connectors were the same, the way the Game Boy Color and / Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance communicated with each other is completely fundamentally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely nothing in XD, and I'll check Coliseum, but I would be very surprised if it was in Coliseum.
Coliseum. No, the funny thing is, there's not in Coliseum. I don't think there's a Wingull. There's an There's either an Altaria or a like one Pokemon you can get.
I think there's a
Swap. You can get an Altaria in both games. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure, or at least the team that both me and my partner had were very similar in Coliseum. Although base.
Yeah, you can get an Altaria in XD and the Swablu in Coliseum. I knew that you could get an Ampharos in both games. Like, you don't catch both as an Ampharos. But I know my team in both games had an Ampharos. Okay, yeah, XD has Mareep, and I think Coliseum has Mareep.
Yeah, I definitely remember using Ampharos and XD.
Yeah, I mean, Ampharos is just really good. It's like if you have the option to, if you want electric type on your team, that's probably the best option in both games. You don't want to.
You can get Jolteon in XD, which is definitely a good option.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also Raikou.
Raikou.
How do you guys say that?
Raikou.
Okay. So that's like one of the ones I think I'm the least sure about. Okay, Raikou. Or whatever. I don't fucking.
Well, it's
The
yellow dog
because cow.
It's not a cow.
Apparently, it's has anyone else seen
what?
The paradox form?
No. What?
He doesn't know.
There's a paradox form.
Oh
of
yeah,
Raikou.
that. Okay.
You've been.
Oh, Raging Bolt.
Yeah,
Apparently it's Raikou in the anime.
So Raikou is going pronouncing it like it would be in Japanese.
I actually did that. That's good.
Honestly, that there really is no correct pronunciation as long as you're not just be like.
Let's be real. Rayquaza. Does anybody say that?
Rayquaza. I say both.
I call Arceus.
See, the funny thing about Arceus is there is no official pronunciation. Because the anime has said like 2 or 3 different things.
But Nintendo officially has made it Arceus now, because in the Legends Arceus commercial they call it Arceus.
Yeah.
It also harkens back to.
They're wrong though.
It also harkens back to the Caesar Kaiser thing, where it was Kaiser, and people call it Caesar because they don't understand that he was naming himself Kaiser without actually naming himself Kaiser. And this Cerberus. but that's
Look.
what
Look. My thing is like pronounce it as long as you want, as long as you get it to the other. As long as you don't pronounce it as that fuck. But speaking of,
as long as your pronunciation isn't offensive to me.
as long as it's not GIF.
Yeah, so what brought that up was me basically saying that that's also an option for an electric type in that game, but I always try to avoid using legendaries because it just kind of feels gross. To me, at least.
What's my opinion on using legendaries?
I mean, I've got nothing against people who do. I just, for me, I feel like it's too easy to abuse legendaries. Like, I ended up making an exception and using Coliseum because they're just. That was the best
I have the exception, like I don't usually use legendaries, except for that good girl, the greatest girl, and greatest boy, Latios and Latios, because they are adorable. Plus also Latios transforms, and Latios goes invisible, according to the anime. Did you know that?
God damn it, Shadow. No, wait. You still have the goddamn Shadow card. Do you want to cash that in?
No, I'd rather use it for something actually bad. So I want to keep the goddamn Shadow card.
Okay. I'll try to remember about that card.
Oh, error. Did you hear about General Booty?
About what?
There is a player for an Oklahoma-based college, and the player's legit birth name that he was given was General, and his family name is Booty.
Wow.
He plays football.
And one of my good jokes I made was, General Booty, that's what they called me. That's what they called me in the war.
That's what they called me in the war. I was expecting stage name a bit, but the war got me. It really did.
You know, I'm normally pretty bad with names. I think I can remember General Booty. I think that one might be memorable enough even for me.
I forgot about it until you just said it, though.
Get back here, Cricket! Die! I'm sending it. Oh, I keep on forgetting that the texturing of the, depending how fast you go, sometimes the texturing of the fucking land happens. Like in engine, so it's just like sometimes you'll see the fuck. Wait, is that a shiny? No, it's not.
That's unfortunate. Ooh, look at that frame rate on those windmill blades for a second there.
Yeah, look, the windmill blades are not. Like, the thing is, like, to make this game work, they had a lot of the textures. They had to lower down the. I feel like the reason why Arceus worked is the fact that they didn't have like 15 million Pokemon on fucking screen.
Well, I suspect another thing that probably helped is that every area that you loaded in that game was smaller than the entire world in this game, and I don't know how smart they are about loading it dynamically.
They are
So
not.
it's a lot easier.
They don't. That's the fun part.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So there's probably way more stuff in memory and or rendered than there needs to be in this game, which wasn't as much of an issue in Arceus because the levels
monster
were
fight.
smaller.
Funny story. Did you know that it not just renders everything in the game world location-wise, but also the entire sea around the island, which includes stuff you can't possibly ever see because it's like 3 game world lengths across? There's literally like hundreds of thousands of miles of sea around, apparently. I don't know if that's actually true, but it's hilarious.
That would surprise me.
Look, Game Freak, like, apparently, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like they said that they had their A team on this. This feels like their C team did this, and their A team was on Arceus. And their B team was on Little Town Hero. Which, as we all know, did not do.
Honestly, my guess is that Arceus had a bit more time in the oven, even though it came out first. And that this game, like, had a hard deadline that it had to hit because it was the start of a new gen. And all the other marketing stuff needed it to exist. Like, especially considering they had Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl coming out around the same time as Arceus, there was a little bit more flexibility with when that got released, probably. Realistically, I'm kind of talking out my ass. I don't actually know, but that seems like a reasonable explanation to me.
The thing is that Arceus isn't too confined to the thing. It just had to not come out at the same time as this.
Here's the thing.
So it probably had a year and a half or 2 years instead of just Who made Arceus again?
Game Freak.
Game Freak.
Game Freak.
They probably used a different team at Game Freak.
They had 2 teams at the Game Freak. One of them was working on this, one of them was working on Arceus.
That's not going to help me much in figuring it out.
It wasn't going to be helpful anyway.
Started development before Sword and Shield's launch. And Scarlet and Violet started in 2019. Okay. Keiichi Maezawa. Different effects like shader FX and implementation improved over the years. Further development of Legends Arceus started in fall of 2018, a full year before Sword and Shield launched. Which means Arceus would have started in 2019, would have been a year and a half later. So they actually were... It actually did get more time in the oven.
In the onion. What is it, a Pikmin?
Yes.
I'm
Video games are all Pikmin. It's very well known.
Shadow, we're just trying to figure out where the fuck Shadow needs to go here, but Shadow's not good at following
Directions.
Also, the reason you know that that what I just said is true is because if you cut an onion and you core the onion and then you cut it, it turns into a CD. So they grow extra onions, and they have to put the information on it, and then they don't kill the Pikmin though. The Pikmin are very important, and don't act like I said that.
Pikmin stew. I'm hungry, guys, but also my stomach hurts. I don't know, but I've been told I want to play Armor Core some more. Maggots. Listen up, maggots.
Apparently, it sounds like Arceus and Scarlet and Violet both had about 3 years So it probably wasn't that big of a difference. So it's probably just the problems that both games have with loading too much affect Arceus less because the maps are smaller.
And you don't have a ridiculous amount of water loaded in for no reason.
Yeah.
What?
Swimming in a bowl. Meryl. We got Dragon Claw. The most powerful claw technique. The Dragon Claw. It can slice and dice and make julienne fries. Fries. How long have I been trying to find this trying to get to this gym?
I didn't know exactly what you were doing, so I really couldn't tell you.
Well, how long has it been since we fought the... I'm gonna be honest, I thought that Golduck was a Mewtwo for a second. I knew it wasn't, but like, my brain just like, Mewtwo? Oh no! It's too early. Oh wait, are you Shane?
Sources say no.
Whatever, I need a Friddle. It becomes an emu. An ostrich. It becomes Lady Ostrich. Lady Gaga Ostrich.
Lady Gaga ostrich.
Lady... By the way, error. Since you're in a school in this game, you have classes. And you have teachers. And all the teachers are hot. Like, there's a couple that there's a couple that Red really likes. There's a bunch of them I really like. And all of them the internet likes. But that's a surprise to no one. Am I, Anyway, let's get a conversation going. What? Because I don't want to play a Pokemon game and not have a conversation going. I'm... So, any games, everyone? Is anyone looking forward to any new games coming out?
Nothing off the top of my head, at least.
Red? Red still here?
Red is currently deafened and muted, apparently.
We'll ask him later. Gull, is there any games you're looking forward to coming out soon?
Oh, I'm not really on the vein of gaming anymore, and I don't really need to be. I think there was something I just... Where the hell is it? Ah, yeah. T3 Reload. I'm thinking about it. Metaphor Refantasio. Also, gonna wait a little bit and see how that one ends up when it comes out. P5 Tactics. I kind of want to play Yakuza 7 and 8. 7 now and 8 when it comes out. Because, you know, Yakuza goes on sale for every week.
Just don't try to do all the activities, Gull.
I only want to do that with Zero, specifically. It's just like, I want to add games to my, whatchamacallit, to my completed log, but only one every now and again. I just added Holocure, so that helps.
But that gets added to the log every 3 weeks.
Well, no, you're thinking Vampire Survivors, and they've slowed down on Vampire Survivors. They have to because they're updating the engine, so they no longer can update multiple branches, but they have multiple systems, so it's just much easier for them to not update every month. For those that don't know, I love the Vampire Survivor likes, and the actual titular Vampire Survivors has a habit of updating the game with more achievements every time I say to someone, I have done all the achievements in Vampire Survivors.
They are listening for Gully to say.
They literally wait for me to say that and then immediately turn around and make more.
Well,
In fact, now that I've said it, I'm going to go check Steam, and it's probably going to have updated. If it does, I blame Shadow.
That doesn't count for the goddamn it, Shadow.
No, that doesn't. No. That's a different phrase, so you don't have to worry. You're fine on that.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's right. The Steam whatever sales are going. Strategy Fest is going on. Gotta grab my freebie. Whatever the hell it is, stickers and things. In
Oh,
the
speaking
background.
of strategy, I should try Wargroove once I finish.
It looks okay. I don't. I forgot why I didn't want to go in there and do that, but
I think the reason is that you kind of suck at strategy. No offense. No offense, my dude.
you're safe. For now.
I don't know if it's coming in on your guys' mic, but the stream is just hearing me slowly cackle into a mad laugh.
Legitimately here. Why does LA Noire have a fucking update every week? That game has not had a single player in like 18 months.
I think it's just the game trying to update with the... I don't know. It's the same thing with...
I know. Anywho, there's also two I looked into Dungeons of Hinterberg and Sea of Stars, but I have to actually like look into them proper before I buy them.
Oh, by the way, I forgot that Homeworld 3 was announced. A game where I got Homeworld 2. Okay, I pirated Homeworld 2. But then I actually bought it on Steam, so... remastered. But do you know the reason I pirated it? For a Gundam mod.
That is quite possibly
The most...
one of the worst reasons to pirate a video game.
I like the...
Yes, but you've heard of it. And my answer to that is yes, I have heard of people doing that.
The thing is, I did eventually buy it. It was... But I actually liked the game. I bought the game, the 1 and 2. So, I've made up for my mistake of pirating the game. I am sorry, developers of Homeworld. Please don't. I bought it at full price even. I'm pretty sure. Because... By the way, Larvitar! Wait, is that shiny? No, it's not shiny. Is that shiny? No, it's not shiny. I can't... I would say I'm shiny blind. I'm just like, the thing is just like... I don't necessarily remember the fucking things. I don't know which... Like, there are like 5 shinies I remember. And like 4 of them are... And 4 of them are... There are 5 shinies where I can obviously tell. Yeah, that's... I know I can obviously tell it's shiny. And 4 of them...
Yeah, I definitely don't remember most of the alternate colors, but the thing is, a lot of them are so close to the normal colors that it makes you doubt a lot of them.
So, some of them are like annoyingly similar.
Have you seen Paldean Taurus?
Yes.
Have you seen Paldean Palathin?
That one I don't know.
Its shiny form is the same thing, but one single tattoo is a different color.
Huh.
By the way, difference between...
The one he's using now.
Yeah. By the way, difference between... Okay, I'm gonna actually show the fucking Pokedex. X Pokedex. I'm gonna actually show the...
So, which one was the one that you were just telling us about?
Oh no, Palathin changes from light blue to purple. What am I thinking then?
Yeah, I thought Palathin... No, but... You're thinking the fact that, Palathin... Like, the evolution from...
Right. Finizen doesn't have the tattoo and Palathin does.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you... This is Finizen. This is Palafin. Like, hold on. Actually, let's look at the details. This is Finizen. This is Palafin.
Mousehold. Mousehold is the worst. The normal one has a gray sweater and pants for the tube mice, and the shiny one has a skin tone almost level. But you know what color their skin tone is? Light gray. It's practically the fucking same. Legitimately, if you can tell a Mousehold or something is a shiny at a distance, you have god tier eyes. You might even have 2010 vision. At least you see things that happened in 2010.
It's based MAUS H-O-L-D.
M-A,
Yes.
of course.
It's dead.
Mouse.
Dead Mouse. It's Dead Mouse 5.
Actually, Mouse is an incredibly influential piece of comic book literature.
Yeah, I know about Mouse, the thing, but I still like to call, like, since he has the S being a 5, to me it's Dead Mouse 5.
Interesting. I was doing a capture test, and the preview in OBS looks less saturated, but then the actual like recording looks fine.
Oh wow!
Very
I
strange.
just looked up Mousehold on Wikipedia, and I don't think I would ever notice that. It's like the lightest of light blues changes to the lightest of light reds.
Yeah. It's like, good luck noticing this. Well, and that's what makes it all the more baffling to me, that they took out the sound effect and like shimmer from Legends
I'm pretty
Arceus.
sure it goes as far as the Legends Arceus team thought to add that, and the completely separate Scarlet Violet team never heard about it and didn't think of it themselves.
Well, at least the one thing that's good about Scarlet and Violet is that they don't just despawn the shiny. I don't know if Legends Arceus does that, but like, at least they had the foresight to do that.
Yeah, I think at least when Legends Arceus first came out, I feel like they may have changed this in an update, but you originally I basically, if a shiny spawned in the overworld and like if you died and went back, I think it was still there.
Yeah,
Like it would, I don't remember the details, but basically if you knew that a shiny was going to spawn, like it was always going to spawn there in a certain scenario. Like you could easily refight it.
Legends Arceus also has the mandatory shiny of the thing. Also, look at this gym.
Look at this graph.
This
Aren't they on like the tiles on the ground too?
yeah. Also, it's raining.
It's pouring.
The old man is snoring.
But yeah, nice call out to the old
Gen 1.
Party spray.
Bird, generic bird. Praise.
Yep, just bird.
Praise.
Awful.
Praise.
Trace helix.
No! Let me in! No!
Let me in.
No!
Door opens.
Let me out! Let me out! Okay, I was looking at a list of terrible shiny Pokemon. If you showed me Elekid and shiny Elekid, I genuinely couldn't tell you which was shiny and which wasn't.
Focus blast! Yay!
Well, there's a real easy way to do it, actually, and here's the thing that no one will tell you. You don't. It's Elekid. Not the Electabuzz
You
line.
pronouncing it that way like just threw me off. Going back to the pronunciation thing, I've always said Elekid.
I'm a Long Islander. What do you expect?
What do you want from me?
I'm walking here.
That's a New York accent, guys.
we like to teach you.
Let's see. Long Island, last I checked, is in New York.
Gull will act. I think Gull actually
I know
takes
they're a different
offense.
accent.
I think Gull actually takes offense to the Long Island. Like the I know he used to actually like no we don't sound like that. With the Long Island, with the
See, like being from the Midwest originally, I've always felt like we were part of that part of the country that like we have the non-accent accent.
Yeah.
Okay, I just dropped.
Of course, everyone
links
does
to,
have an accent.
Yeah, I just dropped links to Elekid and Shiny Elekid.
Yeah, it just looks like they turned the saturation down by like 10 points.
Yeah, it's like legitimately, you could convince me if you like showed me one and then waited 5 minutes and showed me the other. I don't think I would know they were different.
All right, preparing blind Elekid shiny test.
Here's the thing. I like it's another line that has terrible shinies is the Gibbo line. But my thing is I think part of me, like when I see shiny Gibbo, like, oh, that's normal Gibbo. I just think they're both
not.
I like it's no. It's,
At least that one is like different enough that you can perceive the color difference.
I think that happens to me with Gengar, if I remember right.
yeah, it's just like
Yeah, and then like if there was ever any doubt, you get to the Mega Evolution for Shiny Gengar, and then it just turns white, and you're like, okay, that's different.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That's the one reason it mattered was in that game.
well,
It's like otherwise normal. It's just like, yeah, it's a bit darker. That's it.
But by the way, this is your science teacher. Also developed the Pokedex.
A Pokedex.
The Pokedex app. Man, I want a Rotom phone. Except for the fact, okay, I want a Rotom phone. I don't want the Rotom to be like the Rotom from Gen 7, where it's like, ooh, taking candid photos of Shadow. It's not. The Rotom from the Gen 7 game's not even gonna put them on the internet. That's just for their self. Like the Rotom decks, I
feel like I'm looking at Gengar, and I feel like Shiny Gengar is colored more like how they used to color Gengar than normal Gengar.
yeah.
Look up
They've toned it
Wormadam.
down. They've toned down normal Gengar a bit, so it's a little closer. But like in like gens like 3 to 5, he was like way more red than he is now. Weird.
Look up Wormadam. Oh no! Look up Tranquil first. Get to see the incredible bulk.
Oh. Oh, hey, Teach.
Yeah, let me not do that. I just almost
right,
crashed my computer.
Who's ready to play some Simon Says?
By the way, this is your PE teacher. She's also it used to be the history teacher that I thought I liked the most, but after like a while, like, yeah, I think I prefer Dendra. Shadow likes tracksuits.
What was this one secretly again?
I don't think she was secretly anything. I don't think. She's bad at... No, I remember she super sucks at cooking. Like, her cooking skills is less than...
Hachima?
Yeah.
All right, complete non sequitur, but I just saw a post about how the Baldur's Gate 3 devs are disappointed that they took like the most popular character creation choices, and basically people just created, you know, a generic white guy. It's like, what the hell, guys? We gave you demon eyes, horns, and even tails. We are sorely disappointed.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like that's sort of what I would expect the outcome to be, because I feel like it's going to be much more common for someone to make themselves than to make any one specific type of character other than themselves. And the most likely type of person to be playing a video game is a white man.
I'm not saying I'm surprised, but it just
Right.
kind of it
is
lends
funny, though.
credence to the fact that, like, you know, white straight guy is like the default
Yeah.
for protagonists. It's like, when given the choice, that's what most people end up creating.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
Probably what I would end up with, because I don't really have a whole lot of creativity in me.
I'm gonna be honest. Both my D&D characters I made, were basically just. Okay. The three D&D characters I made was, I made 3D. One of them was Gutsman the orc. The half orc barbarian. Yes, his name was Gutsman. The second one was Agumon of Galanadale, not to confuse with Agumon, the Digimon. Agumon of Galanadale, although the reason Agumon was Agumon was kind of like, oh, that sounds like Agumon. Agumon of Galanadale was basically me as a fucking elf. Maybe a little bit shorter. But basically...
And I kind of did the same thing for my first one. Just sort of like, you know, a generic high elf. And then for my second character, I was a dragonborn.
Well, yeah, but my character dual-wield swords. And for the first bit, they didn't do any damage because the DM did the whole thing with where a strength that did it, and then, like, fucking hell. Second D&D game, which was technically Star Wars 5e. I made a Ichani Jedi. If you don't know what an Ichani is, they're humans. They're basically humans, but
race, right?
they are literally humans, but even more white than before. Literally they're a human species that can pass for human, except for the white hair and maybe a little bit whiter skin. Like, you can't add a tan to them.
Yes, near human species. Inner Rim Planet Ashan, Sunguard. They're anime protagonists. Light skin, white hair, silver eyes. Exhibited among themselves a remarkable similarity to each other in their body type and facial features. Close members of the siblings often appearing indistinguishable from an outside observer. So basically, everyone else in the galaxy is racist against them and can't tell them apart.
No, literally.
Oh my god, they're literally space anime. They all are drawn with the same marker, by the same artist, so they all look identical. Oh.
No, there's actually an in-universe reason for that. Basically, Awaken! The in-universe reason for that is that basically, the species will take the the look of whatever the gender of whatever the gender of the parent of the same gender. And it's but I guess that makes telling, but it's actually a fucking plot thing to show that it like in Knights Republic 2 to show that one of the Achani in that game it in actual game in actual universe looks considerably different from her sisters. Different mother. So it's kind of like a obvious way to tell, like, oh. I think, by the way, I think I've played myself. I think I need to level up a bit.
Yeah, this is supposed to be one of the later gens, if I remember correctly. And then the one that I did last?
It's not supposed to be the last one. Judging my level, it's supposed to be the last one's supposed to be either the ice type gym leader or the ghost type. Who is? Oh, the ice type gym leader. Also, mwah. Got that. But, okay. Now that the hype for the game died down, do you know what the most popular character? Okay, who got Rock Slide?
I think it's on. What a good Pokemon.
And then I smash it with a hammer.
No, I made this girl cry. I am sorry, girl.
Do not apologize. Make them cry harder.
Oh, we gotta do the second half? Oh, no.
Yeah, there's more. I don't remember this ever being, like, anywhere close to hard.
It's not, but... No, if you try to do the endless, it gets pretty freaking bad. Like... You know, the thing is, probably as soon as I get off, I'm probably going back to the Armored Core.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm almost at the final ending. There are 3 endings to the game. And it's not as hard as I thought it would be. It's definitely not the hardest Armored Core game. Sorry, Shock. Oh,
Ow.
like,
Sideshock's a weird move. Isn't that the one that's like
attack,
either you use special and attack and
use
they-
special attack
normal
defense. Special to attack physical.
Yeah. That's such a weird concept for a move. Like, do you know if there are any other ones that work like that? That's the only one I know.
Mewtwo's signature move, which is stronger side shock. I'm pretty sure that's what. No, no sleep.
Hearing you say that makes me think, no status effects, only rest.
Only rest.
You know what? We're bringing out Karzarel. Supergirl.
Okay, so I just looked up Psyshock. So interestingly, any moves that work based on so for instance, it's affected by light screen, not reflect. So the one that blocks special damage works on Psyshock, the move that does physical damage. Because it uses your special effect.
Makes perfect sense.
Metacham.
Yeah, it used to be.
So this is your ID in this wallet that you dropped. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Therefore, this wallet must be yours, but it not, the person who owns the wallet would therefore most likely be the one whose ID was found inside it, yes?
Yep, that sounds like it. Makes sense to me.
So that would make this wallet yours, good sir.
Yep. Here's your
Never
wallet.
seen it before in my life.
He's act like the villain, like he's actually trying his fucking best. Hey, Didi. Didi! Get out of my laboratory!
Okay, so Bulbapedia has a category 4. Moves that use stats from different categories. Which has 5 moves. There is Body Press, which uses the user's defense stat instead of attack. Foul Play, which uses the target's attack stat instead of the user's. Psyshock, which we've discussed. Psy Strike, which I think, again, is literally just stronger Psyshock.
It's literally stronger Psyshock.
And Secret Sword, which is a special move that uses defense. So I think same thing, right?
Yeah.
So there's 3 moves that work like that, like Psyshock, and 2 others that are slightly weird in different ways.
Can't believe my strategy of wearing plaid lost.
Now, let us go to the Pokemon Center because Shadow needs HP and to level up some Mons.
Did you do that anywhere?
Yeah, but I need to heal up the Mons to level them up.
No, you don't?
Can you still technically use
The-
the
the-
PC
the-
to
the
heal
dead-
your Pokemon?
No. Because I can access the Pokemon wherever.
Well, no, at least up through Gen 7, when you had to go to the PC to access the PC, you could deposit a Pokemon and have that.
Yeah.
Basically, anything in the PC has full health and full PP.
No.
So you could deposit something, leave, come back, and withdraw, and it would be healed.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the answer's still no because the
I think they give you the option to access them from everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, so like since you can access it anywhere, they didn't want you to just be able to box them and heal them
Okay, so
for free. So it doesn't heal them when you put them in.
Okay, so if you box something that's fainted, it's just permanently fainted until you take it out and heal it.
Yeah.
That's also kind of weird.
By the way, someone gave me a fucking shiny Frikoko on stream.
Oh, cool.
It's pink. It's Miko colors. But instead we have Miko Baby as the Miko Pokemon. And now to level up my team. And now the dinosaur. And now the crocodile. Actually is on 4 legs. I don't get why people get upset about Pokemon being on two legs.
I think the main reason is just it's been so consistent that people just want some variety on the fire starters.
Well, here's the thing. No, any freaking cat Pokemon, they're like, don't stand up. They're like, this cat Pokemon, don't stand up. What are you gonna do about it if I do? Huh? Huh?
I've killed a man! Don't make me do it again!
Miko's evolving. Miko, 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 Miko. Your Miko evolved into Tinkaton. Giant thing hammer. So, its stats are kind of meh. The thing it's got going for it is its move. Gigaton Hammer.
Which is Giga Impact, if I'm not mistaken, right? And it has Mold Breaker, so it ignores the opponent's ability. Tinkaton can knock a Shedinja to the... No, not Shedinja. What's the other one? The one with 1 HP?
Yeah, that's Shedinja.
That is Shedinja? Okay. They can knock... Oh, it's Ninjask. He can knock a Shedinja from the planet Earth to the moon, and it would just be like, get another one.
It has no time for your weakness.
I think the easiest way to remember the Shedinja versus Ninjas is that it's supposed to be the shed pacing. So Shedinja, and it's the one that you need the extra Pokeball and the extra space in the party and all that for. So
I miss Mega Gardevoir.
I literally was looking at them the other day. I just can't remember them. My brain doesn't work well with medics most of the time.
You know, I always wonder how much of Pokemon's Pokedex entries are true, and how much of it is just people. Are you shiny?
About one. One what? Yes. You know, Professor Oak, maybe we shouldn't be sending children out into the wild in order to take information about deadly monsters so you can bang their moms. Sounds like you're unoriginal.
So, question about Professor Oak.
yeah.
Did he and Agatha bang at some point?
Who do you think Scary's grandmother? That would actually be funny, though.
It's
The
like,
two of them are divorced, and he's just like, he's just moving like back and forth between Kanto and Johto, and she's just trying to run away from him. Gary's like, I wonder why Professor Oak doesn't like ghost type Pokemon. Huh.
by the way, a stork Pokemon, but instead of dropping babies, it drops rocks on your head, make you fucking
Like
dead.
literally.
One of the Titan Pokemon is literally a big one that drops rocks on your head. I think I need to level up somewhere else, maybe.
I just went to Professor Oak's page on Bulbapedia to see if there was like a relationships section or something. But apparently, under trivia, if the player speaks to Professor Oak in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver and has their Pokedex evaluated with at least 484 of the 493 Pokemon caught, he will say, "Meeting you is something I will cherish all my life long. using a lowercase L instead of an uppercase I. So, meeting you is something L will cherish all my life long. How did anyone ever notice that?
You'd be surprised. It bothers some people.
Well, actually, I guess, to be fair, I think the Pokemon font for the capital I usually has fairly pronounced bars on the top and bottom, so I guess it would be a bit more noticeable than in some fonts. It drives me insane how many fonts, the only difference is, like, the I is, like, a pixel taller. Anyway, that doesn't tell me anything about,
If they
parents,
banged.
really, I guess, but that was just... I don't know, the fact that that specifically is... there are literally 2 points under trivia, and one of them is that, and the other is basically that he's appeared in the most generations of any professor, which, of course, he has. Like, those are the 2 pieces of trivia about Professor Oak.
Did you know that he was actually, there's a dummied out fight against him in the original Pokemon Red Blue?
Yeah.
And,
I think you can fight it through the missing no glitch.
You
Yeah.
can. You can fight anything using the missing no glitch. You can also fight it using the trainer teleportation glitch, but that's a little more limited. There was a GDQ where they actually had that as a percent, if I remember correctly, where they did an ace to do that fight as an incentive. It's real interesting. I think they even put dialogue in too, like telling people to donate to GDQ.
That's cool.
Yeah, GDQ has some good parts. I think it was a task bot, maybe. I wanna
Probably.
say.
That seems like something that would be in the taskbar.
Look, the only section worth watching. I'm kidding.
Wow, it's the section that's most fun, but it's also short and I don't want to say sweet, but funny. Some of the taskbot sections are great.
Yeah.
And then there's the part taskbot. Have you ever heard of a partial taskbot?
I feel like I may have seen something like that.
For the Ocarina of Time glitch.
Okay, yeah. The Triforce one or something else?
Yeah, the returning the Triforce to the game.
Yeah.
They started off by having a player play the game up to like 5 minutes in and do the trick that was used to defeat the game in using ACE. But when they reach a certain point in the glitch, they set up into a particular spot and tell the taskbot to start, and it starts running. And I think it's desynced at first, and they resynced it. But then they go and they completely break the game's programming and do a bunch of commands to return the Triforce to Ocarina of Time as a usable item.
That was a crazy run. But yeah, the fact that it's possible to do something like that is just insane. Like, I think the gist of it is, I think they set up they use ACE to set up a small program to essentially dump all the inputs from all 4 controller ports into memory for a while, and then jump the program execution to that point in memory and just run all of that input as raw code.
Makes sense.
Like, the fact that that's even possible is insane. Just thinking back to Ocarina of Time no source requirement run from a few years back. I feel like that's gotta be like a terrible category now, with how much farther Ace has come.
But Ace is the place with the helpful hardware and homes.
Do you want to use your card now, Shadow?
No.
God damn it, Shadow.
I'm gonna use it for something I really don't think deserves the goddamn shadow.
This one you don't have the
Okay,
option
yeah.
of using it on. God damn it, Shadow.
Okay, yeah, 100% no source requirements is down to just under 7 minutes now.
What's requirements mean?
So basically, in order to have the 100% run not be like to not skip basically everything, in order for an item to count in a 100% speed run, you need to get it from the intended location. So like, you don't need to get, like for instance with item upgrades, you don't need to get them in order, you just need to get at least the last one from the correct location. And you don't have to only get it from the correct location. So if like you glitch a hook shot into your inventory, or let me correct myself, if you glitch a long shot into your inventory, you still need to go to the long shot chest and open it before you beat the game in order for it to count as a 100% run. No source requirement is just, as long as you have everything you're supposed to have by the time the credits roll, it counts. And back when they did the no source requirement run for GDQ, it was like still in the hours, I believe. Like, I think it was at least an hour. But that was right around when arbitrary code execution was found.
It was 42 minutes and 33 seconds
Okay, yeah.
from AGDQ 2020.
Okay, and I think that was that they had already started incorporating some what's the prequel glitch to Ace called?
You mean in the game or in general?
I'm talking about what the trick is called, and I can't remember. GIM. I'm just gonna. I'll figure it out and get back to you guys.
Eyeless tutorial, setup guide, central console commands and any % practice bind collection, how to down patch a hat in time for non-Steam beta patches. Ooh. List of allowed community mods.
So speaking of, I forgot to mention what games I'm looking forward to. That are.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a shiny? Don't look like it. Surprisingly or not surprisingly enough, the remaster for Star Wars Dark Forces 2, which is funny because this year's when they released the freaking source port. Not Dark Forces 2, Star Wars Dark Forces. The Doom clone for Star Wars. No, run! And
Sorry, go ahead.
not the Source, like basically the remaster of Star Wars. Because funny enough, earlier this year they had the source port for Dark Forces be released, and the same. It turns out the guy who's worked on the source port, it helped with the remaster. Oh my god. It's kind of funny that I've basically had a release of one of my childhood games. Like basically two releases of the same game released in the same year. Basically. In the year of our Lord, Shadow 0925.
Okay, so a couple things. The glitch I was trying to think of the name of is SRM, or Stale Reference Manipulation. And also, while I was trying to figure out what that was called, I remembered ZFG, an Ocarina of Time speedrunner, a while ago posted a video. I don't have it up in front of me now. It was something along the lines when I tried to break my N64 using only Ocarina of Time. And the gist of it was, if you look at the documentation for the N64, there's a specific instruction that it basically says, just don't do this. And it seemed like it could route power to a place that it wasn't supposed to do, and they were trying to see if they could trigger that in Ocarina of Time to break an N64, but apparently it just didn't break it. But yeah, SRM, even though it's not technically writing completely arbitrary code, you can still do some crazy shit with it. Like, if I remember right, one of the last routes I remember seeing that was no source requirement using SRM, it was like you made, I think it was they made a change to a function that somehow writes stuff into your inventory and had it read instead from what direction you were looking in. So you just sort of like did SRM and like moved the camera a bit, and then you had everything. It was weird. Like, you can do a crazy amount of stuff without actually technically doing arbitrary code execution.
Cool thing about Dust Balls that their effect only affects when the battle started.
Oh, you mean like if it's night at the start of the battle and you don't throw it until it's not night anymore, it counts as night? Or
Yeah.
That's weird. I guess the flip side of that, though, is if you run into something during the day, just barely, and it switches to night, you don't get the benefit.
Yeah.
It's actually much easier to have happen, unfortunately.
Because night goes by like a fucking...
Night goes by super quickly, if I remember correctly. Like, I think it's a 20-minute timer between both
And
of them.
unlike and for some odd reason, unlike Arceus, you need to actually wait in real time because there's no go to sleep till this time. It just feels like, I like to heal my Pokemon. A lot of these things, it just feels like it should be obvious, but between teams to share. But then it's like, nope. We're not doing it this way. We're doing it this way because we believe in a thing called wasting my fucking time.
I always believe in wasting time.
I always believe in... Wait. Dazzling meme.
One of our friends, he plays on a modded Minecraft server, and one of the things they did was they decided to add a bunch of enchantment mods. And one of the ones they added, the mods dreamed up, was Deep Pockets, which gives you extra 18 slots on your pants by clicking them while they're equipped. So you can take your pants, put pants in your pants, and then take the pants and put them into a treasure chest, and thus make yourself a chest full of 513 pants. Why? I don't fucking know, but it's hilarious to think about.
I got pants for your pants, and now I got pants in your pants, and I got scrolls in your pants. When you know, and
I just looked down and checked. I don't have scrolls in my pants. I'm sorry, Shadow. You've been lied to.
See, that seems like a good way to corrupt a chunk if you're not careful. Because, like, there's only so much data it's either a single chunk or a single block can hold before the game just panics and gives up. Which is why usually you can't, like, nest multiple layers of... You can't, like, put a modded storage bag in another modded storage bag usually to prevent stuff like that. So I'm surprised they let you do multiple layers like that.
Oh, yeah. You see this Caravoya Lake? It is the Lake of Dragons.
Okay, I was just skimming through the world record NSR run just because I was curious what strat they were using now. And I forgot that they found out how to trigger the debug menu through SRM, which lets them literally just open a menu and give themselves everything.
Not broken at all.
Oh, and then apparently they just go through a loading zone and the credits start.
Nice.
Dragon Knight!
Oh, I'm dragon.
Oh god. Quick ball. Jesus guide this ball.
Jesus turns around and
Jesus, I love you!
I don't know how to play Pokemon, but I'll try, my son.
Well,
Do they just have the Pokeball float in midair now?
yeah, it's sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's weird.
Oh my god, one of the names submitted for the Hollow Cure was Pee Wee Herman.
So, we have Leonidas as a temporary party member.
Hello, Leonidas.
Do you know he's not named after the ancient? He's not directly named after the ancient king Leonidas from Greek history. He is named after the Bakugan Leonidas, who is named after.
He is named after the person who's named after Leonidas.
Yeah. Shadow Zero for a
How
while.
many more layers of recursion can we go?
Well, technically, he's named after the previous Dragon Knight, which is named after the previous Dragon Knight. I have like Leonidas is usually my name for like 2 different Pokemon, and they're the most cuddliest Dragon type Pokemon. Do you know what the most cuddly Dragon type Pokemon are?
Altaria.
Well, okay. Not Altaria, but
I destroyed him with that one.
okay. 2 out of the 3 most.
Excuse me, I actually am wrong. Altaria is the best hat.
You're thinking Swablu.
Altaria also makes a good hat.
I think Alteria's. Have you seen the freaking plush for Altaria?
Hey, tell us what you're talking about.
Okay.
What's the cuddliest Pokemon?
The cuddliest dragon type. Two of the cuddliest most dragon type Pokemon. A Dragonite, of course, because look at his face. He could do no wrong.
Obviously, never had a Dragonite snap your neck in a video game before.
You're right. And the other one is Flygon. I like Flygon. Flygon is my favorite bug. He's not. So, So, if you're wondering why I have Leonidas now, actually,
Traveling companion.
I wanted to have more than, by the way, I'm playing this with one hand because I fucking can.
God damn it, Shadow. So it seems like Hololive Japan is getting another unit.
Oh.
We don't know yet, but they've released these things called Holo DEV_is pronounced device countdowns. Countdown 6 and Countdown 7 are different people, or excuse me, 6 and 5 are different people. Announcing them ARG style.
So, Shadow just brought out the fucking Dragonite that he just caught to absolutely trounce the Psychic type gym leader. Because as you know, I like how
JP Gen 6 or ID Gen 3 more recently? They're more recent.
JP. I think Hollow X was more recent. Yeah, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm checking now.
I don't believe Dragon resists Psychic, but
It's a level 60 Dragonite.
I was about to say, it doesn't really matter, though, because Psychic just doesn't have a good, favorable type matchup to it in general, because...
It's a level 60 Dragonite versus level 40s. That's the...
Yeah.
This is Tulip, the gym leader here. She's a Psychic type gym leader. She also has a lot of She also has ESP.
Wow. Products was November 2021.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yes. Tempest has been around for a year.
By the way, look at the giraffe.
Give it a
Okay,
pat on the head. Yeah, Horrocks was one of the first ones that I saw when I started, and they were right before.
Oh fuck!
Council.
I forgot.
Right after Council. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it looks like ID Gen 3 was March 2022, so about 3 months later, or 4 months later. So it seems like they're basically rotating through 3 branches whenever they do a new gen.
Yes and no. Indonesia only has 3-person units, 3-woman units, so it'll be a little bit different. They're always going to have they're always going to have slightly different unit speeds. EN has 2 years since Council. JP getting a new unit now is entirely possible.
Yeah.
They go slow and steady.
Yeah, so I got into VTubers like between Gen 5 and English. Like between Gen 5 and Myth. So Hollow EN getting announced was like really exciting back then.
Yeah.
Hammer!
That helped bring it to the mainstream, which was nice.
Right. I like found out about VTubers like right before they started getting mainstream.
I knew VTubers from Kizuna Eye, and then
Okay, I guess I'd heard of Kizuna Eye and seen a bit from her, but I never like followed her or anyone else in the scene until like I guess that was 2020. Go ahead and assume that Shadow is singing along to the battle music that I can't currently hear.
Okay. Like in Gen 6, the battle music's in 3 tiers. In Gen 8. In Gen 8, the first version of the gym leader battle is the best version. I will fucking, because I like the fucking hardcore rave music. but for this one, the
butterfly wings on that dress are kind of insane. Like, just trying to imagine what would go into making something that looked like that in real life, that just, like, constantly flapped.
So, hold on. Come on. Pokemon. Violet.
What's up?
Gym.
Oh, it's the
thing.
second bird.
Yeah, I have a shiny of this on my main one. It was the second fucking shiny Okay, you know what actually no, it's the third shiny I got. I have 4 shinies on my main thing and 1 on here. So, do you know what the order of shinies I got? First off, the first shiny that I got. The great and powerful, what's his face from Gen...
The great and powerful, what's his face?
A Chew Turtle from Gen 8. which turns it from a blue turtle to a green turtle.
Yeah, the one with an overbite, massive overbite. I don't know its name.
Chew turtle. It evolves into
Okay.
yeah. Evolve.
My Legends Arceus box. I know I got at least a couple there. I think until Legends Arceus, I had exactly one shiny, and it was a Pelipper. I want to say Platinum. Maybe Diamond.
Maybe.
I had a seal early on that had it. I've had a couple shinies, but
Did you know what my
Never
first
good.
shiny that I caught that wasn't just given to me from a online thing? It was the shiniest of shinies. It was a shiny Magikarp!
The king of cards.
okay, nah.
Okay,
Okay, nah. It's a good thing she wasn't a cat, because otherwise it'd be Akin, Akinia.
okay, yeah. Gigatonama! And also, they made the floor just into a freaking like.
Or just being with a psychic terror type is actually kind of scary looking. Correctly and normally, so it has a pretty good offense. And then it's a psychic monster, and then it just side blasts you to death.
I think I have at least a Swinub and a Ghast that are shiny in Legends Arceus. Swinub is like, yeah, Swinub is green if it's shiny, which is weird.
All right, I found the theme. I was found the part I was looking for. I'm gonna be honest, I hate the fact that gym leader themes like to add the freaking everyone singing. I don't need it! I want instrumental! I want jazz!
Get out there.
Raise your voice against liars! Cause you know that life won't change.
Ghastly and Shiny Ghastly are so similar that even though I know I have a shiny one, I can't fucking find it.
No.
I'm literally just highlighting all the Pokemon and looking for the little shiny symbol at the top right.
Can't
to
you
make
use
sure I
R and
have
L
everything
to
else.
just jump through?
Yeah, but it only shows the shiny symbol if you're highlighting it, and I don't remember if I had any other ones. I don't think I did.
Oh, I meant isn't it in the inspection menu?
I don't know. It might be. I mean, I could filter to just Ghastly, but yeah, I'm far enough into this. I'm just gonna actually figure out for sure if I have anything else.
There isn't a shininess.
No,
Okay.
you can't search by shininess. If I'd marked my shiny Pokemon with the little markings that you can use, then I could search by that, but I don't think I've literally ever used those for anything.
By the way, this is one of your teachers, and also a member of the Elite Four.
Hmm.
He's the art teacher. By the way, the amount of classes you have depends on how many gym badges you have. And also, there's... I'm not going to say romance thing, but there's totally not persona thing.
Yeah, of social links.
Social...
Also, I can tell exactly when I was trying to... Remember the quest for finding a giant weasel? I can tell exactly when I was trying to do that because suddenly there's a dozen weasel in my box in a row.
Come on, man. Sometimes you just need a giant weasel. Don't take that out of context.
Oh, look at my giant weasel.
I don't know if I want to.
You know, the fun thing is, Furt's also technically a giant weasel. I think they're in the same family.
I think so. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's the gas. Oh, yeah. It's more different than I thought. I just was skimming too quickly. So yeah, I have exactly 3 shinies now. And one of them I don't even know where it is anymore. I think it's in my Pokemon Ranch. But I don't know.
Sinistea. Are you an actual Sinistea?
What do you mean, an actual one?
So, Sinistea, has a...
authentic Sinistea. There's some that possess an actual piece of the pottery, and there's some that a lot of them that took the
a replica pottery. And they have different evolution items, but they evolve into the same Pokemon, just a different form of the same Pokemon.
just determines whether or not they have a mark on the bottom or not. But you need a highly particular one for like a pristine vase or something for the other, or a pristine kettle for the one, and a regular kettle for the other. And now they released a new version of it in the upcoming DLC, which is going to be the matcha ghost, where instead of drink the tea and you'll fall asleep, it's the matcha powder gets on you and it sucks out your life force.
And then you fall asleep.
Yeah, then you fall asleep. And in the trailer, it made it look like it killed a bunch of children.
But
like an entire group of children just falls asleep, and then a matcha tea ghost pops out, and then it starts flying away, winks at the camera, and just leaves.
Because, I don't think... Here's the thing. No one dies on screen, usually. But you can sure have death off screen.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, by the way, my bike's cooler than every other bike. My bike's a
Do you like my car?
Anyway, it's 3 hours. I have my requisite time at this game. And now I have the way to make the rest of the game non-existent. Cakewalk, Taco Tuesday, all of the above. I didn't have tacos this week, unfortunately.
It is Tuesday, though.
But unfortunately, House has the alarm right now. Anyway, next time we shall have more of this until we get to the ending of the main game. I really look, Era. I really just want you to see the ending on my stream. Like, I want to hear your reaction. I want you to avoid the ending, please. Like,
Okay.
I like this is like story-wise, this is probably one of the better stories in a Pokemon games. Like, this is on par with the Black and White quote. Get Black and White and Black and White 2 games. Like, as being some of the best story. Gen 8 is not now. Gen 8's not necessarily the best story, but it's basic. Gen 8 story's basically you're just dealing with. I would say watch it on my stream also, but I already beat the main.
I know sort of the gist of.
Like, basically, adults actually fucking do something, but unfortunately another adult does something very stupid.
Yeah, the motivations for the villain don't
Quote-unquote
really
villain.
make sense. Like, doesn't he, like, delay the championship to solve a problem that's not actually going to be a problem for, like, a
No. Thing is, if he tries doing it during the championship match.
Basically, he's trying to make certain that shit's going on so that no one can stop him from catching what is basically a fucking.
No. The thing is, the champion already knew of his plan, but like the champion wanted a day after so he could have his championship match, and plus, that way the champion at the time could also handle it. Because, basically, Chairman Rose is not a bad guy, but he's a fucking idiot. Hi, Red.
I see we're discussing Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Hey, I wasn't expecting to go into
yes. Bringing about the apocalypse. That sounds like a good idea.
in the middle.
I have to stop the energy crisis.
Can't you?
in the world.
What? Can't you?
It's like, this will solve the energy crisis. Ending the world.
Well.
Don't need any energy if there's no world.
Well, here's the thing. If he waited a day, if he just waited a day, just one day, you see that? Just one day. If he waited
the century that they had.
Like, just one more day.
Excuse me, it wasn't a century, it was 1,000 years.
Oh, it was 10 centuries.
A
Yes.
It's
millennium.
even more ridiculous than I thought it was.
Well, here's the thing. Like, the thing is, it was... But if he waited one more day, you could either had one champion, or, like... Or one champion to help you, or a former champion and a new champion to help you. Just to be like, you could have had, like, two of them right there. Just be like...
That's the problem, though, man. You can't stop an idiot plot from being an idiot plot.
It's just an idiot just being an idiot.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Chairman Rose, not a bad guy. Just
an absolute moron.
moron. Anyway, like, I will say, like, the thing is, I think Chairman Rose, unfortunately, has the same issue that I have currently, is that many years in the future seems like tomorrow.
He is definitely coded autistic at times, but
Yeah.
the thing is that I don't think he's that. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, Star Wars Dark Forces. Can't wait for that to come out. If that comes out, who wants to watch me beat it on one stream?
Again.
Oh no! Here's the thing. The first time I beat it on stream, I played the PS1 version. PS1 at the time did not have analog sticks. I played the hard version.
Doom likes were a thing back then.
Yeah.
And you had to hold the shoulder button in plant, if I remember correctly, to aim.
Yep. I know how to run that game on that system weirdly well. And anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. Anyway, Red, any games you looking forward to soon? Coming out?
In a few months, there's gonna be Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Spider-Man 2.
Oh right, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, Wonder's good.
On the same day.
Oh right, Mario Brothers Wonder. That's fighting with Spider-Man 2. Oh god. Oh,
Yeah.
and that's also my sister's birthday.
And then I'm also intrigued by Sonic Superstars.
Oh yeah, when's that one?
Next year.
You know, I'm looking it up right now because all I had on my document is fall of 2023, and it's looking like that's as precise a date as there is at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, that one's good, too.
Let me specifically Google release date. Oh, wait a minute. October 17th. Great.
Great.
And when's
Great.
Wonder?
Huh?
When is
Wonder's
Wonder?
20th.
The 20th.
Oh, so 3 days later.
Yep.
Fuck.
So
My-
suddenly
You
we
have
go,
to
we, go, we
understand.
go from having like not a lot of games to play to, oh my god, too many games to play. What do I play?
But you have to understand there are very small independent game publishers. There's no way that they could, aim to release their games at separate times so as to prevent them from accidentally having overlap between their games in the holiday season. They always constantly release games in the same
And
window.
plus the Pokemon DLC is coming out this thing, which
That's actually in like 2 weeks.
what? Yeah, but
September 13th. So
what?
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Right. That's the reason I'm playing this right now. It's just like, oh, I have some time. Shadow, put a fucking fire under your. So, Red, we cut a level 60 Dragonite. We are basically gonna use that to freaking bulldoze the rest of the game.
What's your level cap for your Pokemon responding to you?
It was 50. It was at least 50. It was at most 50.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, I remember catching one of the like special terror ones that was 75.
Yeah. Well,
It was the steel one too, which looks hilarious because it's just like, oh yeah, they have an axe in their head.
By the way, Red, we don't talk about the ending of the game on stream. With Air.
Doesn't so.
I wasn't planning to.
Yeah. Plus with Air, because I want him to react to the ending on my stream, like the game.
He's already missed a lot of the context.
I've
You went to school
played the
and-
game before, so I
Yeah.
know the story.
No, error.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know any. I basically don't know
right.
anything
You have
about
not played the game before, and therefore do not know the story.
it. Yeah, the only mainline Pokemon game I've played since the Switch came out, and I'm only calling it that because the Pokemon Company is Legends Arceus. I haven't played any of the other ones on Switch that are mainline.
Honestly, you might like Let's Go Eevee. Or Let's Go Pikachu in your case. I don't know. I don't know which Pokemon you prefer. Pikachu or Eevee. Because you do have an Eevee, you do have a Pikachu thing, but I don't know, like
I don't know. The Pokemon Go capture mechanics in a mainline game just feels weird to me.
it's weird when you first get used to it, but also it like if you do it in handheld mode, it's a lot easier, but you don't get as much EXP, but it's still Gen 1. Like it's a good way to play Gen 1 in my opinion. Like I don't want to say it's my preferred, but it might be my preferred method because I my let's play of both my playthroughs of Let's Go Eevee is just me being like going, ah, Eevee, my Eevee's so adorable. He's the toughest Eevee.
He's in the top percentage of EVs.
Yes, he is.
No,
Wait,
but actually, because they like buffed the 2-starter Pokemon
Yeah.
a lot for those entries specifically.
Keep them viable for the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to evolve the Eevee, you cannot evolve the Eevee.
The partner Eevee?
Yeah.
You can't evolve the partner Eevee.
Oh, is it just straight up impossible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like Pikachu.
Oh. Okay.
Hey,
I
there are
didn't
more
know that.
yellow remakes.
No.
Oh, yeah, I know they're taking after.
Do you know what they do instead? They give you a move of every type of all the Eevee types, including ones that are not in the game. So, the electric move is called Buzzy Buzz. The dark type move is called Batty Bad. It's so stupid. I love it. Because I want them to bring the moves back into the main games, just so I can dunk on some kids using an Eevee that knows Batty Bad.
Are you down Batty Bad, Shadow?
I'm always down Batty Bad. Have you seen me just like have you seen me just talk about in these games about how all the freaking everyone in this game's hot. Like not everyone, wait, no, maybe. All the teachers are hot. Is the takeaway from the guys, the girls, even the principal's got that old fox look to him.
Gray Fox.
Anyway, thank you all for coming. I remembered the reason why I was doing this. So anyway, I also had to eventually buy the fucking DLC for this version because I only bought it for my main version. Because honestly, I thought I was gonna. But I'm like, I should buy the DLC soon. So anyway, till next time. Bye bye. See you all later. Far, 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 far. Next stream will be Thursday. It's weird that I'm streaming on Tuesday. Tomorrow. No, Friday. No, next stream will be Friday. I'm fucking tired. So I thought we just swapped schedules in general, Red. Just like next stream Thursday. It's on Red stream. No, Friday. Red stream is. I have a 2-day weekend. Go watch Red stream. He's playing good game. I'm not saying what it is. It's really good. Go watch it. Bye.
Bye. Arf.
Arf.